Hello,
Hello, Pepe.
what's up?
Fine, fine.
Okay.
Sorry for late.
How-
It's my phone. It's ring,
It's ringing.
ring on the ring.
It's ringing. How you doing?
Working a lot. I am working a lot.
You're a workaholic. You like to work.
No. I only
You're-
do it for survive.
Ah,
Like almost all the people.
yeah. Like if you don't work, you don't eat.
For example.
I understand.
And you
Me, fine. Fine.
work for it or for enjoying?
I work for because I like to work.
Okay, you are a workaholic.
Yeah, but I don't work a lot.
Well,
But I think
I disagree with you.
if you are going to work like 8 hours a day, like most people, that's the third part of the day. If I'm going to be working the third part of the day, it's better if I like it. so,
I
so
think
I like to like my work.
it's more important if you are focused, you get your goals than the number of hours you are working.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you can do it the same work in the middle of number of hours, you are a great worker, and you are very tired because your brain.
That's my goal.
Yeah, and mine. I will take not spend 1 hour and do like the people doing like 8, 10, 12 hours per day.
Uh-huh.
I think it's impossible, but I'm trying harder a lot.
Nice. Okay, it's easier to make a living from working than from playing chess anyway. So
I can stay playing 4 hours.
okay.
No problem.
Okay, so what do we do today?
No, I think I lost a lot of points in my tactics.
In your tactics?
Yeah, now I am in 16,000.
You want to great t-shirt says
Yeah.
great t-shirt says Joel.
Mario Bros. The best.
No, he means my no.
Mario Bros. The best. The best. The best guy.
So should we do some tactics?
We can do some,
Okay.
not a lot, but 1 or 2.
1 or 2 tactics.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to learn passes. And
Did you say I didn't change my setup. It's still in English.
okay.
We changed it the last time here.
Nice. Let's show your rating. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
A lot of pieces.
Yes, but black just took something on d4.
Yeah.
What is black's threat?
Check and take the rook.
Check and take the rook. Yeah,
This is one.
that's annoying. And if we take this knight,
He takes with the bishop.
he takes with the bishop, attacking the rook again. Yeah, annoying.
We can defend with bishop on b2.
Yes, but then he takes and takes probably.
But we can defend the bishop with queen.
Yes, but we're a pawn now.
Yeah. But after that we have the bishop and queen watching the king side.
No. Bishop b2 takes. You mean like that? The queen on b2 and the bishop on d3.
Bishop,
Doesn't feel-
queen, sure, but the queen.
We're a pawn down in that
Yeah.
position.
But the problem is if we don't defend the rook, we are going to lose it, because we can put bishop on e3, threatening the knight, but
No, that
after that,
doesn't make sense because
check.
you walk into
Yeah,
into his plan.
yeah. Or take the bishop with knight.
Ah, so remove of the defender
Yeah.
of the knight.
He
So
takes
he takes with the queen to defend the knight again, and then
bishop b2, pin the knight.
okay, that's not winning but interesting. Knight takes, queen takes, bishop b2, pinning the knight, c5, and in the long run we might get our pawn back, but we're still a pawn down.
And we take the knight with our knight. No?
And he takes with the pawn.
Ah, okay. I don't see the pawn defending the knight.
And I guess after bishop moves somewhere we're gonna take the pawn back, but it's not, it's just equal.
I think it's the best option. Take the knight. Take the bishop with knight.
Yes, that's the best move.
Yeah,
but
I think it's the first move.
But after queen takes, you cannot do bishop b2. Bishop b2 is not good. Actually, after bishop b2, instead of playing c5, he can also go knight f3 check and take the bishop. Just trade the knight for the bishop. Okay, this move is okay. Let's do it because I know it's the solution. Now let's see from this position you can see the follow-up. It involves a discovered attack.
Discover attack. Ah, I see. Take knight with a knight. After that, he can don't do it. I am thinking. Knight take knight, queen take the knight, and after that bishop check and take the queen.
Yep, that's it.
I think.
So after knight takes knight, he cannot take our knight.
Yeah.
So problem solved. We're a piece up. The knight is defended with tactical measures. Good.
Only 8 points. Can't believe it.
And if he plays c5? What would you do? Yeah, that's the question Joel is saying. I think there's only one move here. So maybe the puzzle could go on.
I'm not sure. I have to think.
What? It's attacking the knight?
Yeah.
and there's still a rook behind the knight. How to defend both?
How to defend both? Bishop b2 doesn't work because take with
Bishop
the
b2.
pawn.
I can move the pieces now that it's also I'm gonna do it. He
pawn.
takes it. We can take this because he cannot take still. But yeah, it's just he regained the piece. So bishop b2 is not. He's losing the knight. That's a way to save the knight and the rook.
Move the knight. The problem where?
Yeah, where? Here.
Ah, okay.
Or here.
C2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to defend the rook.
Yeah.
So Yeah, Joel is saying backward knight moves. They're hard to see sometimes, easy to miss.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. Okay, black to move and win.
We have a bishop down.
We are no.
Wow, we
We're-
have 2 knights and he has 1.
We are a pawn down,
We are a pawn down.
but it's there's
Okay, here's double in g3.
there's a nice combination here.
There is a nice combination.
Yeah, very nice one. Probably winning a queen. Yeah, probably winning a queen. If he doesn't.
The first I see is bishop e3 check.
Bishop e3 check, so he has to choose between these two moves
Yeah.
or giving up the queen immediately.
After that,
Let's say he goes to h1, which is the easy. That's the easy.
if you say we have to move the knight, but the problem is take the knight g3 because pawn is pinned by the king.
Yeah, so
and take the queen.
No, knight takes g3 is checkmate in that position. So after bishop e3, he has to go to f1. Then
A knight g3.
Same, he takes it.
Rook
Where
h1,
checkmate.
but we don't take the queen.
Yes, because we're threatening
Yeah.
checkmating too. So after bishop e3, he has to take.
Yeah.
That's why we're winning the queen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will do it. And we're winning the queen
Yeah.
because the
Yeah,
other two were checkmate. This is checkmate. And this is checkmate. Good. 6 points.
I can't believe it.
Rook and pawn endgame.
We are white.
Okay, this feels easy.
Feels easy.
I mean, I think the move is obvious, but
Move the pawn f7.
this pawn here,
Yeah.
then he can choose between check and taking it immediately or going with the king to defend. Yeah, probably
Not.
not best. The pawn is currently doing a good job protecting, the king cannot go there because of the pawn, so maybe you can use one more tempo before pushing it.
We have two options: or defend the pawn, or leave the pawn.
True, but we don't want to leave it. It's our best chance to win.
If we want to protect, only can
So-
do it with the rook.
Yeah, the move
Yeah.
is only move, but the reason is not only to protect it; it's to
Push.
prepare the push. So you play rook f5, and he cannot go with the king to defend. So what is he going to do?
Try to move his pawn to
This.
d3.
Yeah, but we are too close.
Or trade the rooks.
I think after rook f5, a human will resign. I'm not sure what the computer will do.
Trade.
Probably rook takes
Trade.
pawn. I'm not sure.
Trade the rooks. I think so.
Probably rook takes pawn. Oh, yeah. I did not see that was.
We need to protect the
Possible.
rook.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
See, but we have tempo. One move, take. Yeah, we have tempo. Yeah, move the
So
pawn.
we push the pawn, right? Yeah. Actually, if you defend the rook, then he takes the pawn. So we need to push it now. And now, what do we do?
Check.
We promote to bishop.
Nah, queen. No.
Okay. And after this, what would you do?
Check
Where?
with the pawn.
With the pawn. That's losing.
If we have check with the pawn.
Yeah, you lose.
Why?
Check.
Take the rook, tal. Okay.
I think this is losing.
Yeah.
Because if we take this, he takes this.
And
So
we have
good job. Good job finding the losing move.
Okay. Someone have to do the hard work. I don't know. We can move the. Evidentemente, obviously, we are going to move the queen.
Yeah.
Uh,
All moves with the
Yeah.
queen, I think, are great. I would do this and take this pawn.
Yeah.
Not in the next move because it's check, but after that, we're going to take this. Okay.
12 points
I-
for
I-
this.
I tricked you.
No, it's fine. Good.
Beautiful one.
Let's move for black.
Yeah.
Black. The number of the black.
Black is black.
Every day I say the same joke.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautiful puzzle here.
beautiful. I mean,
But I think the position is beautiful, and then
we can trade queens,
we can trade queens.
but we are
Okay.
totally loose.
Both queens are hanging. What's the material count?
We are down.
How many? How much?
For 5 points.
What?
1 knight and 2 pawns.
No way.
We have the 2 bishops. He won 3. 2 pawns.
1 pawn.
1,
Yeah.
3, 6, 7.
I see 2 pawns. 2 black pawns are missing, and 1 white pawn is missing.
7. We have 2.
We have
4,
6.
6. Okay. 1 pawn down.
We're 1 pawn down, but this is. We are going to take it back at any point. So position is from the material point is more or less equal, but both queens are hanging. This king is a little bit out of squares, and we have these very active pieces and these very terrible pieces. So we better do something with our active pieces. Joel sees a calm looking move. So maybe he sees queen a6. So with his last move, he's attacking our queen and our bishop. So for example, if we move the queen, this is a very stupid move, to a6, he's gonna take a piece on g4. So we have to be careful with our queen and with our bishop.
Yeah. I was thinking about how to save.
Both.
Yeah, or trade with balance plus for us. Positive for us. I am thinking.
Okay. Is there a way to save both pieces? The queen and the bishop in one move?
We can.
Those kind of moves tend to be the best moves.
We can save the queen and protect the bishop, and after that, the knight. We support with the knight to protect the bishop.
Okay, so we can move the queen somewhere where it still protects the bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But can you prevent actually him from taking the bishop in one move? Not just defend the bishop.
Because we can't check. We can check because the e4 is protected by the knight on c3.
Okay, there's still a move. I assure you, there's a move
To avoid
of the queen that prevents the knight from taking the bishop. It's illegal. After that move, it's illegal if he takes the bishop.
illegal. For us or for the
For
other guy?
him.
For him.
You made this move with the queen, and then he cannot take your bishop. And it's not check.
It's not check.
Yeah. Because of course this prevents also knight takes, but
It's check.
what?
If you put the queen on e2,
Yeah.
it's check.
Yeah, I mean it's not that move.
Ah,
It's a move that's not check, but it prevents knight takes g4. It makes knight takes g4 illegal. I cannot give you more clues, I think.
okay, see. E6.
Yeah.
Queen on e6.
Yeah, if you
Pin the knight.
if you pin the knight cannot move. So queen e6 saves both queen and bishop. Now, is that the best move?
I don't know. I think well, it's a good move because the queen have to move or take the bishop or move other place.
Yeah, it's a double threat to the knight and the queen. And no easy way for him because he would love to play knight f3 to save both, but the knight is pinned. So I think queen e6 is winning a piece.
Do it.
Queen e6. He probably saves the queen somehow. And yeah, he can try f3.
Check.
Queen takes knight is check. Yeah, that's the point.
Here you go.
And now?
Hey.
Only one move,
Take the queen.
of course. Because both are hanging, so we need to trade queens and then save the bishop. 13 points. Good job. Well spotted.
The tip was very good.
The?
I think if you don't see the tip,
The tip.
tip, I don't
The hint.
discover the idea. At least if I don't spend 1 hour thinking about.
I think when your opponent is
Very effusive.
no, when your opponent is doing a double threat,
Mm.
the first thing to look is moves that save both.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that was the first move I considered, queen e6.
I think there are two kinds of chess player. One of them don't care trade piece because he say for himself, no problem, I lose the piece, but you too lose the piece. And the other kind of chess player, they try to avoid trade or lose anything piece. Any piece. So
I think you might be right in
50%.
beginner's level or so, because at some point you start wanting to trade pieces in some positions and wanting not to trade pieces in some other positions.
Yeah, because you know
Where you
play.
where you start having some strategical thinking,
Yeah.
you don't have those kind of feelings that I always want this.
Yeah. But I think you this is a good idea when you have and you can't preview 5, 6, 7 move forward, and you know okay, we are going to do this. So after that we can and you give is right for you. You see it right for you. It's right for you. But when you only see 1 or 2 move, it's more difficult thinking like you are, like you do. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree, but I can tell you it's not everything about seeing and calculating.
But you think this is your point of view because you nowadays don't think calculate some kind of ideas that for beginning there are calculate because you see the pattern.
Yes,
And
that's
for
true.
For you is automatic. And you see the board and you know how you have to do.
Your point is valid. When you have more experience, you see more, you have more patterns, you put less effort in watching the same stuff. But there's also the strategy. Not only this is tactics. What we are practicing here are tactics, positions where one side is winning, and that's it. But the rest of the game, the 95% of the other moves in the game, you need to play strategical because you don't know you're winning, even though you can be. And from a strategical point of view, you take those type of decisions. Should I trade pieces? Should I not? Should I pin this piece? Should I castle the same side as him? Should I, lots of decisions. And when you are a beginner, you usually have your tastes, you like something. You like to trade queens, for example, or you like not to trade queens, or you like to attack and sacrifice all the pieces.
How you say?
But
tricking.
Tricks.
Great tricks for the other.
Tricks are for kids, as Ben Feingold says, or as I would say, for beginners.
Yeah.
Tricks are for beginners. But when you have more experience and start to think strategically, from a strategical point of view, you think that you cannot do the same always. You need to adapt to the position, and then you start realizing when it is good to trade pieces, when it is not good. And sometimes when I play blitz or bullet on chess and having fun, I'm not calculating absolutely anything. I'm just
but you don't need it.
And I'm not using all the patterns either. I'm just in some positions I have that smell that I need to do this here.
This is like when I play Street Fighter with friends and okay, I only do the move I think is great or is funny or I want to do. Instead, I know this is a not very good choice because if the other guy can push and hit me very, very hard, but I don't care. Okay, this is okay. I understand your idea. Talking about this, I don't know where it was 2 days ago when you played with the guy of from Ukraine.
Yeah, it was on Thursday.
Yeah,
it was last week.
Yeah. When I see the video, not when he was playing with you, with the other guy, I see how he was explaining his idea, and I think, this guy is great because he was trying to stop a pawn on e4.
Yeah, I remember it was an isolated
pawn. And move the king, and after that, and I think, okay, this is a great player because, like you are talking about now, you are thinking how the strategic.
What he did in that game, he's a 7 years old boy. What he did in that game is what you can expect from an experienced chess player who thinks strategically and knows, okay, this is an isolated pawn position, I need to block this pawn, I need to reroute this piece here and there.
But
that's something you usually get with experience, no?
He didn't fear to move the king. He moved the king.
Why would he?
Yeah?
Why would he fear that?
I tried to keep the king on safe play, and for me that's I need to move very, very, very few, only when it's necessary.
Yeah, we come back to the same. There's sometimes you need to move the king, sometimes when you don't, and when you're a beginner, it's easier for you to think, okay, I'm gonna keep it safe always, and I'm not gonna move it never. But sometimes you need to move it. And understanding when, that's the difficult part. That's what you, that's a lot of knowledge you will gain with practice. For example, when would you think it is good to move the king to the center of the board? That's an easy one.
In games.
In the end game, Actually, if you don't do it, you can lose an equal endgame. If the endgame is equal and you don't play active with your king, you can lose. You can get to a losing position.
Because you are playing with a piece down.
So you really need to do it. And sometimes in the opening, if you trade queens and your structure is not so good, sometimes you need to keep the king in the center to protect your own pawns and pieces. So there's times where you have to do it. Joel says, I seem to be stuck at 2000 only chess puzzles. It's very difficult to see my own lack of vision and what kind of patterns I'm missing.
Now you are where? 25?
Less than that, 24, around 24.
Mm-hmm.
I almost reached 26. I was 25, 80 or something like that. But then I started playing fast. And I think that's one part of my answer to Joel. When I see guys who you can do tactics in two different ways. As this young boy does, he does every day 6 solved puzzles. That's his goal. 6 solved puzzles. Even if he fails 20.
Okay.
So he plays very fast, and when he gets 6 okay, he leaves the training. And the other approach is what I tend to do is I'm gonna get them right.
Yeah.
No matter if they take 50 minutes.
I'm 45.
and that can be tiring and annoying actually. And it's very hard to, spend half an hour in one puzzle and then
one move.
No, even if you succeed, it's hard when you spend 30 minutes and then you need to do another puzzle next.
Yeah.
So it's an approach that.
I think your case is maybe the idea would be only do one puzzle per day. If the first you have to do is difficult for you and you are you have the idea to spend a lot of time or the time what you need.
My point is in chess I think spending more time is the way to improve in every aspect of chess.
Yeah.
So if you spend more time in tactics, you are going to learn more. I think this approach works for me, and it also works now during the chess league because I need to play slow games. So I'm also practicing the way I would do it on a real game, to spend time to figure out the position, not play randomly what I smell it is.
Yeah.
And but spending more time, you usually play better and you usually see more. So even if you don't succeed in the puzzle, you are going to learn more.
I heard one of the guys of Chessbra, the people on chat asked him how I can improve my chess because I want to learn to play fast this kind of game. No, 1 minute, 2 minutes. And the guy said to him, if you want to play fast, you need first
to play slow.
Play very slow, and keep the idea. I don't know how to say exactly.
Concept.
No, keep calm and wait and realize you need time to improve your abilities of chess. Not for play 15 games of 5+3 you are better, less higher than others.
I mean, you also learn with everything you learn.
But I think I realize when I play alone or when I play online, I usually play 5+3 because it's a break in the work and there is not a lot of time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's depends. But when I play with Miguel, only play games with 10 minutes without increment. And for me, the game is slow because I am.
You are used to play fast.
Yeah, I used to play fast, and this is not. I think it's not only good for me because when you play fast, you blunder very often, and the other guy don't have time to see your blunder, and maybe you can see or thinking for yourself, I am good, but no, you are good.
The quality of chess is not so great when you play faster. Failure can become a habit. I actually was going to say that before I got into my first chess team, before I got federated, and so I played a lot online chess, and mostly bullet. For like the 5 or 6 first years I played chess in a regular basis, I was playing 1 minute games every day, hundreds, thousands of those. And sometimes, I mean, you get patterns because you lose a lot and you lose to a lot of different tactics. So you are really learning, but it's not the kind of learning, it's not the perfect learning. It's just learning by repetition. You can also learn like that, but I learned a lot. Mysteriously, I learned a lot those years about openings because I didn't know anything about openings before, and and I fell for all the tricks in all the different openings. So I was learning by mistake, and then I tried to do to others the same things they did to me, and that way I learned a lot about openings. I wouldn't say main openings. I learned a lot about opening tricks, but yeah, it's not the perfect learning. Then you if you need to play a real game, slow game, you are going to lose if you are only used to that.
Because you are not acostumbrado. I don't know the word.
Yeah, used. You are not used.
You
to
are
that.
not used to
Yeah.
play with this speed, and you are unfocused because you are thinking, why the other guy don't move?
Not necessarily unfocused, but you don't go deep enough, and in proper chess or high quality chess, you need to go deep in the positions, and I don't know. For example, the elite players, Kals and Caruana, so they play these fast time controls with a much higher quality than I play my slowest games. So they can go deep very fast because they are so good also being slow, that they are so great being fast. But for us mortals, we need to play slow time controls to improve our chess in a good way.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Do you want to do another tactic or
Last one?
Last one. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Seems very easy.
Seems very easy.
Oh, Joe, Colombo was watching the previous position, but it was already solved. Okay, what do you think about this position?
We need to defend knight on c6.
Why? Is it not? It's not attacked.
I didn't see the pawn in front of the queen.
Ooh.
I didn't see. I only see the queen, and okay, he takes the knight, and after that can take one of the rooks. Knight is hanging.
This knight is hanging. Yes.
But the problem is I don't know why. I don't know why he moves the knight.
Okay, so let's
this square.
So what would you do to take it?
The safe would be with the rook, because he can move the pawn.
Which pawn?
F4 to F5.
So now you see the idea. White's idea. Queen takes, he plays F5, and this bishop is hanging. So he regains the piece. But it's not the same here.
Yeah, but I have to. Oh, okay, we are not going to lose the rook of the queen. We are going to lose the bishop. And if we take the bishop the pawn, take the knight, we can recapture because bishop protected. Maybe we can move pawn e4 to e3.
This?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What's the purpose of that move?
Block the bishop.
I guess probably moving the knight out is best, but let's say he takes it. Is it not the same position more or less with a pawn down? No, we just give a pawn.
Other idea can thread the queen, sacrificing the knight.
Why would you sacrifice a piece?
Recover the other.
What?
If we give our knight,
Yeah. What's the idea?
after that, no, because the bishop is the same. We have to block the pawn. We have to block the pawn.
This pawn?
Yeah.
How?
With this pawn or with the piece.
But he has a threat as well. Be careful leaving that knight alive.
Or maybe trade the bishop.
How?
Take the pawn.
Here.
In this kind of situation, I feel very stupid. Okay, I see. Rook d7.
What?
Rook d7.
Rook? Where?
Rook d7.
G7.
No, the queen protect. G8. Sorry.
Rook G8.
No, queen protect.
Queen is protecting the checkmate, so he moves the knight out. He has this threat, and just going back, he has a safe square on c5. So we probably need to take the knight now. If we do this type of moves, he's gonna save the knight.
With the other knight to avoid he moves the knight.
What?
With our knight, try to avoid he can move and his knight to safe place.
But he can. How can we avoid this?
Yeah,
we cannot.
This is the reason of my frustration.
What?
We can thinking.
We're thinking here that we need to take the knight. So.
Yeah, this is clear.
So it's all down to two moves.
Queen or rook? This is the question.
Yeah.
No? With queen, after that, what?
With queen, he attacks the queen. And with rook, he attacks the rook. If any, I would prefer that he attacks the rook, but...
My first idea was take with the rook, but
okay.
The problem is the bishop.
So now what to do after f5? If you want, I take it with the rook, because I know that's the solution. And we can take it from there.
Not taking the knight.
Yeah, rook takes knight, I think it's the solution. I might be wrong, I was wrong once already, I remember.
If you don't want to take it in the first move,
no,
e7.
We need to take it.
E7, avoid the...
What?
Rook, e7.
Here?
Yeah.
But what are we saying? We need to take the knight, otherwise he just leaves.
Yeah, I only saying if you don't have the good feeling with capture.
I have a good feeling because I know it's good for us.
Take
but
it. After that, we are going to.
Okay.
We are not.
So now you need to see the follow-up here. So he got his trick. He's attacking a rook, and he's attacking our bishop. What can we do? And I'm glad you are not watching the chat.
I don't watch. I think our bishop is dead.
The bishop is dead.
I think so.
Well, I don't know.
I think so.
You can save it if you want.
Yeah. If I want to save the rook, I have to leave the bishop.
Yeah.
Only way to force to take our bishop is check. I think.
Okay, that's
E3.
probably not a great move.
E3.
He takes it. I would take it with the rook just to be more annoying, but he can take it with the bishop.
And after
That's
that,
just losing a bit, you know. Just.
yeah, I leave the.
But why would you do this check and takes and then save the rook when you can save the rook immediately?
I don't want to move the rook. I am
Why?
going to move the queen.
Ah, you want to take the. Ah, okay.
F5.
So
sorry.
then, why would see? Yeah. You are right. Why would you do this and take if you can take? I mean, if you are gonna give the bishop, at least let him lose the time to take it, and then you have the extra move.
Because if I take the bishop directly,
Takes, and then you have an extra move to start something.
If I take directly the other bishop, the other guy can choose to take our rook instead the bishop.
If you do this,
no. If I take with our bishop h7 to
h6.
h6
Yeah.
to c1.
Yeah. Okay, that's the solution, I think. But we were talking about these two moves, and
the goal is the same. I lose a tempo.
and I'm trying to explain because I think it's important when you're losing material. You don't want to lose material and tempo, because here after this he takes and you take, it's his turn. And if you take first, he has to take, and it's his turn. It's your turn. So you lose a tempo if you give up the piece like that. Now, if you take on c1, he cannot take both pieces at the same time. He has to choose.
Yeah. After that, I will take I can save the bishop and take after
absolutely.
that the point.
Absolutely, he has to take your rook.
Yeah.
Then you save your bishop, and you have two pieces for a rook.
Yeah.
And the pawn is hanging on e6.
Yeah. But I don't want to lose the rook, but
you don't want to lose the rook, but you're gonna be up on material.
Yeah, but the rook is my friend. Okay, take. 15 points, man.
Now I guess white will play. Sorry, he has to take the rook. And now you save your bishop.
Yeah, I say
somewhere.
He come back.
Say here. And you have two pieces for a rook. And pawns are equal, but this is gonna be lost on e6. I understand this is not easy to assess because in this position, from the material point of view, we are only +1. But yeah, this is this is falling, and also we have pressure. Okay, 15 points here. Good job.
A lot of points.
1692, almost 1700 already.
Colombo said this
rating.
was a puzzle where you only gain 1 plus you lose 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From a material point, is only +1. But I think from a positional point of view, with this passed pawn, the two pieces versus the rooks, and this rook here, and this pawn hanging, I think this should be +2.5 or something like that. Actually, I'm going to turn on the engine.
And bishop threatening h2 with queen, rook.
And it's -2.5, 2.6. Nailed it.
I think it's a good position. We have a lot of threat with the...
Yeah, but basically we are taking the second pawn.
Yeah.
We're gonna be +2 also from the material point of view.
And we have the white don't move. They can't move the queen to other place. Because if he did it, if he does it, we are going to checkmate.
I think the image is cropped and he saw +1 instead of +15 here, and maybe he was referring to that instead of what I was saying.
The image being cropped, it's a...
Anyway.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know if I would like. If I was white, I would play something like this. Then we need to spend a tempo to save the bishop, and then this is no way to defend it.
Or check with the bishop.
Or check, yeah, but yeah, okay, check. Why not? Yeah, true.
Rook h8.
And this is already +2 from the material point of view. Okay, what do we do now?
Play.
Okay,
Play a game.
which kind of game?
I don't know.
Ah, please values. He was referring to please values. Yeah,
You can choose.
I can choose.
Yeah.
Okay, create a game.
Not blind game.
I wasn't thinking about it, but thank you for the suggestion. No.
If you choose blind game, you're playing alone.
I'm gonna choose. I have plenty of choices here, plenty of variants. Crazy House, King of the Hill, 3 check, anti-chess, atomic order, racing kings.
Close your eyes and move the mouse.
It's hard. It's hard. It's very,
okay.
very.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. When you say, I stop it.
Now,
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. Okay, let's play King of the Hill. It's gonna be hand, brain and hand.
It's my first time. I don't know exactly what I have to do.
Okay, the rules are exactly the same rules of chess. The
Yeah.
starting position is the same. Everything is the same.
Yeah.
Checkmate is the same. Pieces are the same. Everything is the same. But there's one additional rule. If one king gets to the one of the 4 central squares, e4, d4, e5, d5, you win. If you get with your king there, you win.
Okay.
Variant hand and brain, yes, why not? 5 + 5?
For me, it's fine.
Okay, do you want the hand or the brain?
Hand.
Okay. This is gonna be funny. So, as one way of winning is
Move the queen.
moving the king to the center. Be careful. We need to control the center. We don't want to. We want to fight for the center.
Okay.
That's the main strategical thing in this game.
Okay.
Like, don't play g3, b3, bishop g2. No. We need pawns and pieces in the center.
Okay. We are going to build a wall in the middle of the
If
board.
possible. Moving king right away to the center makes me lose. Yeah, that's too risky. That's too risky. If you open with like e4, king e2, king e3, you are gonna be checkmated. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna put the king in the center that soon.
Inform move. We can do
Yeah.
it.
No. There's no way. I mean, we would need cooperation from our opponents.
No one wants to play this kind of game.
Come on.
Mira,
Someone accepts our challenge.
I can see 5 + 0. No, disappear.
What it was King of the Hill as well.
Yeah, I think. No?
King of the Hill is the flag, the
Flag.
the symbol of the flag.
The icon.
Yeah.
Maybe we can choose other game. No one.
Maybe Colombo or Joel want to join.
In all the world, no one wants to play.
In all the world of Lichess users.
No one.
There we go.
The brave.
Colombo is playing us.
The brave. We are black.
Yes.
We are going to win.
I don't know. I'll say Pong.
Yeah.
The other was best. But okay, never mind. Now you gave him the light squares in the center. Knight. Knight. Bishop. Good, good. King. Now that you cannot go up, it's easy move for you. You can castle.
Maybe if I have to go to the center of the board, maybe I don't have to castle.
Don't hurry up. We have good control now. Queen. We have good control over the center now. Like d5, we can win it at some point. And we have d4 and e5 controlled. And on e4, he has a pawn. He cannot move that pawn unless we play d5. Queen. Yeah, baby, yeah. Much better than on d6. Now this is when hand and brain comes funnier, because I'm gonna have to say pawn. So you choose pawn.
Pawn. If we are going to win the center, da, da, da. It's going to be da, 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 da.
Okay. Yeah, it works. Bishop.
One option.
Yeah, basically. Well, maybe you could take on b4 pawn.
Here or take it.
You think. Calmly, no hurry, no. You have 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Take your time. Good. Queen. Yeah. We have full control of the center. Yes, I'm gonna say probably knight is better, but I'm gonna say bishop. That was very unexpected. But it's good. We're doing fine.
I think if he take with the bishop a-king,
yeah,
it is bad for us because we trade with
I think it was great. That's why I said bishop instead of knight. I think if I said knight, you will take because there's no other good moves with knight.
Because after take trade, I don't know.
But I like bishop e6. You prefer development. But yeah, it was a free pawn, and the knight would be awesome on d4. I prefer to have a knight there in the end than a bishop, but that's why I said bishop. Anyway, he defended now, so let's play safe. Ooh, he also unpinned. Now we have a small problem. Small problem here. Rook.
Hanging the bishop.
Good.
And checkmate out of the center of the board. Don't win the game.
Yes.
If we
It's chess. It's
okay.
just chess with that additional rule.
We have to avoid the king goes to the center of the board.
His king going there, and also if we can go with our, we win.
Okay.
Queen. What the heck? So you plan to sacrifice for the knight? Is that your idea?
No.
You're crazy, man. What? This is too hard for me. Bishop.
Bishop.
Okay. That can work. But his king is too close now. You shouldn't have taken there. I think we're probably losing now.
One move.
Probably losing. We can hold for some moves still, but it's going to be queen.
I don't know. I have to check, take the knight, but he move forward. I need to protect his advantage. If I have check, he puts here.
Yeah, but now he's gonna move the king out and defend the bishop. He's gonna be closer to winning than he.
But if he take check, he move here.
Yeah, but he cannot move forward because we have d4 controlled by our knight, and we have enough time to control e4.
Sorry.
Now he's a piece. He has a piece.
Ah, we give to him a knight.
Still, probably fine for us. Just gave him more chances. Still very difficult for him. No, wait. I didn't say anything. Queen. And bishop. No, knight. Knight better. I say knight. He didn't move yet, so I can change my mind. Knight. And now bishop. Oh, no. I didn't think he was going to hang his rook, so queen. I'm fascinated.
Why? Ah.
No, your queen was on d4, but he hung his rook.
Ah.
And also queen c3 was winning. Anyway, now let me think.
Okay, I can do here. Sorry.
No problem. I will say. I guess I have to say queen. But
Queen.
I have only two options. Yeah, queen. Interesting. We have a lot of pawns.
Yeah.
If we trade all the pieces, he gets to the center first.
We put one rook here and no problem.
Yeah, maybe that's not necessary if we can checkmate. Queen.
Ui. I didn't see.
Why do you keep doing the same mistake again? Instead of taking his material, you do a check. Oh, he blundered. Okay, queen. He had queen d2, defending everything.
D2.
d2. Queen back to d2, defend the bishop, defend the knight. Again, instead of taking the piece, as you did with the rook. Oh. Now he's close, and I'm gonna say pawn, and you can. It's only one move. There's only one move.
Here.
I cannot tell you.
Here.
I will say pawn.
We played with this guy 3 times.
Yeah, it's Colombo.
Ah, it's Colombo.
We said that before.
Sorry.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna say queen, of course. He's not gonna take. Bishop? Be careful now, be careful. Queen, and you need to do a precise move. You see his threat.
Eh?
You see his threat. Yeah.
Here, the queen.
For example.
40 seconds. Come on.
Interesting one.
We are going to lose the queen.
Probably. So pawn. Now we lose. With that pawn push, we lose. I think there's no way to save now. Okay, we can try queen. No, we cannot. No, we lose. That was a blunder. Pawn to d5 was a blunder. You can resign. I'll say queen. I don't know, queen.
Oh, pawn here.
He takes it with the king. He wins. You need to protect d4 now. Okay, GG Colombo. You defeated us. Let's have a look at the game. Okay, the opening was great for us. It was great. And here I said pawn and you play d6, which is fine. I probably would do h6 or d5, but d6 is okay. And the point is he cannot play here as in the game because he loses e4. And yeah, he did it. I think d4 was bad for him. And yeah, here just taking here was great. Oh, I cannot let me.
Yeah. Was my first idea, but no, I'm thinking of it.
Let me turn the engine off. I think this was great because we can even trade next here if necessary. But first, probably bringing the bishop out, rooks to the open file. Yeah. This was awesome. Yeah, also this threat. And keeping this bishop pinned. But yeah, now he unpins the bishop, so he has this idea, although he didn't do it. Rook, 95. I think bishop d3 was probably more uncomfortable for black. And this is a blunder. I think you have to go somewhere else, because here he can win the queen. And
Yeah.
I said maybe you want to sacrifice for the knight.
Straight.
Maybe you wanted some stuff like this or like this. I don't know which is better. But
you can take the queen if you put bishop.
Yes, but I'm not sure if we're close to losing, because his king goes goes up too fast. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all about queen takes e2. King d2 anyway. And now this was a very important moment. You took here, and I think that's too dangerous because he's going to the center. And we're losing control over the center if you start trading pieces.
And bishop, what the other in f?
My idea was this. And there's no way he can unblock these squares for his king.
Okay. Yeah, because the pawn is blocked.
Yeah, because his own pawn is on the dark square and we have full control over the light squares. But now, yeah, I thought about this.
Yeah.
And maybe try to keep control this way, but it's still too risky anyway. But yeah, now he has the piece. Yeah, that was a blunder, Colombo. I think he had this move. Probably better, defending the bishop, saving the bishop, basically. He can also first do this, that defends the bishop. King d3, bad move. And now I thought he was going here, and that's why I was thinking about bishop, because he has to defend the rook. Now taking c1. Why don't you take the rook? Yeah. If you don't want to take the rook, I think this is awesome as well, because he cannot go here. So he has to go here, and we're checkmating him. But yeah, now you do the one check that allows him to defend the knight. And after takes here, instead of taking here, you do the one check that allows him to defend all the pieces. But he didn't defend it, so we took the bishop finally. And now we need to control this square, so pawn here is okay. We have to be careful, we cannot take the queen because of this square always. So queen takes, maybe there were better squares. I think it's more important to control the center than to take a pawn. And now bishop check is okay. This is the threat. And maybe we had a better idea than queen g2. Maybe we can start with this, I'm not sure, because I thought this. But maybe now the queen g2 idea. Yeah, I'm not sure, this is too risky. Anyway, after queen g2, rook here comes the blunder. I said pawn because our only chance, I think, is
B, no?
yes, moving his king out of there. So my idea was this, and at least if he has to take with the queen, we could try to bring the king out of there, something like this, for example, and the king never gets to the center. And of course, if he takes with the king, we can do every move, even this one. The king is out of the center. But I think after this, we cannot prevent this. No way. No way.
The rook.
Yeah, but then d5.
Because the block.
The queen needs to defend this, and so yeah, it would be lovely to have this move, but we don't have it because of this drunk rook. No, because of the queen defending here. So it's game over. I said queen, but of course this is.
Maybe check. F.
No.
F2.
He takes on d5. Oh. No, this position is lost after d5. It was already risky with the queen here.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was risky to allow the king go up. So you learned a new variant.
Yeah.
What do you feel about it?
It's difficult because you are focused in to get checkmate, but you have to keep in mind the trying to avoid the other king goes to the center.
It's all about the center in this game. All
Well,
about the center.
You can
Even-
you can play this kind of game or this variant of chess and trying to force you to improve your abilities to protect the center, and you can
Yes,
after that.
but of course
do-
this is too
Yeah,
extreme,
yeah,
not because here, for example, we cannot take the queen because of the d4 square. That's, I think, a theme that is not useful for standard chess.
in some
but
in
it's
some
funny.
ways maybe. In some ways maybe.
Also, there's the three check variant. I think it's very similar to this in the sense that it's normal chess, but you need to be very careful with one thing. Here it's the center, the king in the center, and in the three check it's the three check. I mean, if you give three checks, you win the game.
With no matter if a stupid check.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
You get the three check, you win.
If you get a third check, you win
Okay.
immediately. So
You have moved the pawn.
yeah, well, you move the pawns, but you are very careful with. For example, there's a common knowledge that the first check usually worths a piece. You can sacrifice a piece for the first check, and you can sacrifice a queen for the second check, because giving the third is usually easy.
Then in this variant, the opening was are very aggressive.
Yeah, there's opening theory, not entirely aggressive, but there's opening
Yeah.
theory, and there's also combinations, specific tactics that are specific to that kind of chess.
Yeah.
Tactics just to have more checks in the next moves, not to check me.
Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we do a standard chess? Or-
Yeah, one of the standard chess.
Thanks for the game, Colombo.
Yeah, thank you.
Colombo said, I was happy after you castled since I like to play king reckless runner in this variant. Yeah, I usually castle in King of the Hill unless I get to a typical opening with the center closed, then I don't mind castling or not. But I usually prefer to castle than running with the king up. Running with the king in the opening is really dangerous. So, am I the hand now?
Yeah.
Standard chess?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, here we are. Tell me.
Pawn.
We're playing against a 1900 guy.
A knight.
Okay.
No.
No, you said knight. I'm gonna take your...
Bishop.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
You're killing me, man.
Pawn. I think he is going to move the pawn.
He's gonna defend it, I guess. Or this way. We didn't take it.
I don't know. I am very unfocused now. Pawn.
Okay.
I'm thinking to pass pawn. Bishop. The other guy was thinking this is a stupid game.
He's thinking this is going to be too easy.
Knight. King. Queen. Bishop.
Hey, Nikolai.
Rook.
Castle, please, castle, castle. Oh.
Knight.
Okay, I'm gonna move the knight. Just not a good move. It's just not a good move. But okay, let's do it. Oh, unexpected. It's our turn.
Yeah, I know. Knight. Queen.
Okay. We have a nice combo if he plays 95, but I need you to name the proper pieces. Okay.
Bishop.
Bishop. You're putting me in difficulties, man. Okay, let's go for this. He has to move the queen. Maybe he's thinking about, okay.
Knight. Knight.
Okay. Seriously. I'm gonna move the knight. Let me just think. Okay. Wow, he takes with the knight. He's playing just solid. He wants us to collapse ourselves.
Yeah.
He says, I'm gonna win without
Bishop.
doing nothing.
Bishop.
Bishop, okay. Yeah, he's playing with some fire. Because we're going to create some weaknesses, I think.
Bishop.
Man, what are you doing? We need to prepare something. We cannot go and trade and get to a losing position. We're up and down.
Rook.
Okay. The bishop was great here. We don't need to move it from there until he weakens himself. We need to create weaknesses to attack.
You don't understand my idea.
No, I don't.
I repeat 3 times the same idea.
Yes, but I don't understand. You're right. You're
you're
right. He's playing so passive. We should be winning.
Maybe he's drinking coffee and cutting his knife.
He's thinking, how a 1200 guy plays so badly and I'm still not winning. That's what he's thinking.
This is his problem. He's playing other game at the same time.
He's thinking very profoundly about going here, I think, because it's a little bit risky. Is queen h3 good? Yes, Colombo. It was great with our bishop on g5. It was great. It was like the best move, but we didn't get it.
We are trying to get the same idea because I choose other path. You don't see the path. You didn't see the path. Twice. We can.
There's no other path. When you said bishop, what did you want to do? Because taking here was terrible. Was like the worst.
Okay. After that, we talk.
Okay.
I know you are right because
I want you to.
Because you don't.
I want you to explain
You
that
don't
to
count.
me after the game.
He moved the knight.
I don't count on his mistakes because he's a 1900. He's more or less like me.
Yeah, you don't count with
I won't count on
with this idea.
Okay, 95 as expected. Weakening this, but attacking this. Tell me.
Rook.
Okay. I'm gonna do the best move I can with a rook. Rook is like the worst. No, that's terrible.
Hey, like you want.
No, you said rook. I have to play a rook. I'm calculating. Okay. Now he's thinking, what the heck is he doing with Now he needs to calculate stuff like this, like this. Yeah. Maybe we win on time, although it's +5.
Yeah. After that, he moves normal and we lose.
Yeah. I mean, taking here. What? The other player may have led the game. You can claim victory.
Of course.
Why did he leave? He was connected like 10 seconds ago. How did he leave? He said, I cannot stand this anymore. Do you want to claim the victory?
Yeah. He worried.
Because he was absolutely worried about this position, of course. That's the most terrible game ever.
Ever? No, man. Statement.
No, that's true. We did worst. So explain your idea to me, please. Here you said bishop. Here you said bishop, for example. What did you want here?
When we
tell me.
When we
you said bishop.
Get the position in the. I mean.
Okay, let's see the whole game. No.
We are in the king side, no, or why like you want. I said queen here.
Yeah. Why?
You put here.
Yeah.
There is where
you said queen here.
Where I want to put the queen here.
That's where you want.
Yeah.
I don't want it here. I had to calculate, and I bet you didn't. I had to calculate what happens after this because I don't want him to take our bishop. You didn't see this. You didn't see that we have this move here and that after here we have this. You didn't see this.
I don't have to see.
You need to have. You need to see.
I don't have to see.
You need to see before you do a move because you can. You
can
blunder.
Win or not win? We win.
Okay, so I put the queen there. He goes here.
I was focused.
Now you said bishop.
I was focused here.
Okay, now you said bishop. What was your idea? Tell me. Hi, white kid.
To force, he moved one of these.
But what is the idea? What did you want me to do
Open
here?
one of
You
these.
said bishop. What
Yeah.
did you want me to take here?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's terrible.
But it's not so terrible because we eliminate the avoid the piece that we can't move the queen in front of the king.
Okay, now
Support with the bishop.
Okay, now tell me the follow-up. How do we continue? We already lost a bishop. How do we continue our attack? Because now we only have one idea. And whenever we attack it, he has g6. And he's going to be totally safe with his dark square bishop that we no longer have.
And why not h3?
It's the same. It's the same position for him. He's going to put the bishop on g7
And
eventually.
and you don't have other piece. You don't have knight and rook.
Yes, but we're a pawn down in a position where he has a strong bishop and we lost our dark square bishop. We are never going to attack there.
We only have to take one of this pawn.
What?
It's the only thing we need to get.
No, we wanted to checkmate him.
And we open the file.
What file? Our queen is never gonna attack there.
Why not?
I mean, I don't see an attack, that's what I'm telling. And I think it's very bad to lose our bishop that was good attacking. On the other hand, if you start, and that was my idea, if you start with this,
yeah,
you're creating weaknesses on his field without giving your piece. Because now we have the idea of this and checkmate. So he has to defend. He has to either go h6 or g6 without giving up our pieces that we want for attack.
And the other guy can avoid the checkmate with your position. I mean...
Yes. He has to decide now g6 or h6. I think those are the only moves. And both of them are weakening for him. Like, for example, let's say he goes g6 as in the other line. Now, he already has weaknesses and his bishop's still here. And our bishop's still here attacking. This is much worse than on g7 and this is much better than not on the board.
Yeah.
So we have a good attack here. We can even start putting pressure there and maybe 94 next. Just putting pressure, not trading. If you trade, you help the defending side.
Okay.
Because you have no more pieces to attack. So you said bishop, and I didn't find any better move than here, because we have always this trick. So he has to move the queen. Knight. I didn't like knight. I didn't like trades. I don't know why didn't he trade. Well, he thought this was good. So I cannot argue with that. Knight. Here I would have moved the bishop back to avoid trades. Okay, knight. I think he has to take here with the bishop. Because still, against this, he has defense. And now he's attacking. He's more or less trading, and then he's going to be a pawn up. I didn't catch up with the chat. Why would you do bishop takes h7 and give up the bishop? Says Colombo. I wouldn't do bishop takes h7 unless it wins. Like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I didn't consider this. Yeah, at some point this might work. That's true. But maybe we're too slow. Maybe we're too slow. Anyway, bishop here, that's fine. Queen c7. And you said bishop again with the same idea. I think with the bishop here, queen h3 is so great. So great. That's the only compensation I think we can get from this position when we are a pawn down from the opening. And here rook.
I tried to incorporate the rook to the attack.
But he's threatening to trade pieces. I mean, here it's maybe a good time to start attacking.
I don't know. Okay, I move the rook and with rook and queen and bishop.
Well, I think we need to do it here.
Okay, but I can in two moves I can do it. I have to move the rook up and after.
So I put the rook here, but I'm not sure if that's your idea.
Yeah.
You wanted it there.
I want
And
to.
now after this very
Okay.
forcing idea,
Yeah. Well, no. In this case, I am going. At least I have a bishop and other rook, and the king is close. I think
but we
we are
don't.
not good in good position. I know, but we are
We
going to
had
fight.
we had a great position without all this stuff with the bishop and the rook. We had a great position for the pawn, but these kind of moves are not great. These kind of moves are terrible.
Okay.
We have the bishop pair. That's one of our advantages. We have a space, and we have more pieces on the king side. Those are our advantages. We need to keep them.
Then here, what do you do?
Here I would keep the bishop.
Okay.
But also, when you said rook here, I wouldn't play a rook. I would put the bishop back here and queen here. And if any, I would like to move this rook here once the bishop gets out to go to h3. This rook is already ready to go to the third rank. And actually, rook here, I think he can take. He can do a lot of things here. Take is one. He can put the bishop here. It's risky for him, but also for us. Anyway, all this comes from giving up a pawn in the opening, which was terrible.
Yeah, the opening was good.
So
After that,
he threatens here, and you said knight. Okay, this is a Scandinavian defense. I think we saw this. The only way to fight for the advantage is to take the pawn.
he take with the queen.
Yeah, but no, you know, this is theoretical. We saw this. Or if you don't want to take and you want to play positional against a weaker player or something, you can push and play e5. Although that's equal, but unbalanced. But knight, he said knight, and now we're almost like playing black. He takes,
Yeah.
and we need to take, and you said bishop.
Yeah.
Come on.
I am tired.
Okay. So,
You have the brain now.
okay.
You are the brain. What kind of game?
The one you want. I don't mind.
Dun, 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 dun. The same.
Okay. Is it going to be the last one?
Yeah. I have to come back to work.
Me too.
I hate it when you are right. We have cannibal in chat.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, there we go. We're playing against Christian H97. I'm gonna say pawn, and he has a question mark. We don't know. Knight. We don't know his real level. Knight. Pawn. One square.
More.
Yeah, I would love it. I think we were doing great there. Okay, never mind. Knight. Knight. Good. Fito, you want to help us?
¿Qué pasa, man?
Pawn. Yeah.
Hey!
No.
Hey,
For
Fito!
God's sakes.
Fito!
F6, come on.
F6
I
de
don't
toda la
want.
vida.
I don't want to keep playing with you. Come on.
De toda la vida.
Oh darn. What the heck was that?
Remove the
Knight.
castle.
Oh, f6. That was
Toda la vida.
pawn.
Boom.
Yeah.
I don't know what I got.
Ataca. Uy.
¿Qué pasó, Feito? Tranquilo, man.
Wow, f5. Well, it's not as bad as f6. At least, but there were like 7 better pawn moves anyway. 6. Yes. That was silly. Bishop. Good. Well, that would be awesome, but I think we cannot.
We can do it.
Yeah. Wow. That's a full knight.
Ah. Oh, we are going to lose the big
Pawn. Only legal moves, please, says Colombo.
Don't be rude with me. I am up from very early. ¿Verdad, bicho? Esta gente son very injustos conmigo.
You are playing very creative.
Very injustos conmigo.
I give you that. Ooh, now he has a threat. Almost there.
You are the brain, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Takes. Okay, bishop.
Thinking, Pepe. Thinking.
Okay, that's too much for me. This is too much for me.
Thinking very fast.
This is too much for me.
Thinking very fast.
Rook.
The rook is on fire.
Under attack at least. King. Remove queen.
¿Verdad, Fito? Claro.
Yeah, now you think about that. Bishop. Instead of doing it when we could. Rook. Not there, there's no threat there.
Keep calm, man.
Rook. White kid asks if he can play against us. Maybe against me if you want to leave.
Fito, colega, you have to be in the floor, on the floor.
Rook.
On fire.
Rook.
The rook. Is on fire. You don't count with the same mistakes the other guys.
Yeah, now I saw your plan because you need to lose one tempo so that he plays h3 before going queen g4. Yeah, now I see it. I can play against pawn. I can play against you, white kid, but Cuartillo has to leave after this game. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Queen. Your vision is too deep.
The structure of the pawn is the king.
Queen. Okay, that also works, I guess. Yeah, rook. It was shorter the other way. We don't want material, we want to checkmate. Rook. Is this a good pawn structure? Asks Colombo. For us, it is. Like, what's your rating? My rating? My FIDE rating is 2000. Queen. King.
Take it easy, man.
Queen.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Queen.
You want it here?
Only legal moves, please. Yeah, today only legal moves. Joel is laughing that you missed mating one. Pawn. Queen.
Queen.
Yeah. You had a great move with the queen now.
With the queen. Take the rook after.
If he allows. Otherwise, checkmate. Well, maybe you don't see the checkmate, but queen. Now you saw it. Rook was also checkmate. Rook takes bishop, but
it's very funny when you are scared
about
my abilities to get.
Here queen h3 is mate. You took the pawn. Queen h3 is mate. Here, of course, I wanted king to f7 and rook b8, rook h8 mate. And he can never go rook g1 because of queen h3 mate. And of course here when I said rook, I was wanting rook f8, rook f5, rook g5 with mate.
If you say first king.
No, but I said rook here because there's a root with a rook.
Yeah.
And actually you did it nice because you put it on h4, not on h3. In these positions, the trick is to check and check. And you did it at once, which is okay, but the trick is to protect this. You did great that, but the next step is to bring the rook here and it's checkmate.
Yeah, but if we get this position after or faster, if he moves first the king, open the eighth row, and after that with the queen.
Yeah, but then there's no. Yeah, probably we're threatening mates as well. Yeah, because he can never go rook f2 because of queen h1 mate. Yeah, that could also work. But with this construction you made, the easiest is to bring the rook.
I think the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. I mean, queen g4.
Very deeply.
Yeah, very deep. This rook f5 to f6, that was very deep. Good job.
Sometimes you have to make mistakes for the other guy, relax and focus and think this is a stupid man, and after that you hit him.
Here, well, of course when I said pawn here I was just wanting to develop and castle ASAP. f6, I will not commentate on that.
What a great move. After that we check with this pawn.
Okay, and then when I said pawn here, it's because our knight might be hanging at some point, so why don't we go here, or we develop, or as I mentioned, there were like 6 pawn moves that was okay here, but 5, I don't see the point. Knight h4, I think it's terrible for him, but it has one idea, which is to take the knight, and if we don't see it, then it's good. And I said bishop, and then he might take here anyway, so maybe bishop not the best. But yeah, now... and here I said bishop because
F pawn was the key. F pawn was the key.
I calculated here. We're not winning. We're losing actually, but I think that was our best chance to take on h4 and castle next. This, and this. I thought this was our best chance because we have these ideas, and especially f3 is a threat, huge threat. But nothing of that happened because you decided to give up b7. Okay. I don't know how do we win this. How did we win this anyway?
You don't understand my deeply chess.
Yeah, okay, so I think White Kid wanted a game.
Yeah,
I don't know if you...
I have to go.
You have to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I can accept your challenge, White Kid. Can I use your account?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so that way we don't change
interface
anything. So White Kid, the nickname is Quartillo, but it has to be casual the game because I'm playing with his account. And
yeah, no problem. If you want to go up my rating.
no, I don't want. I want to be fair.
Okay.
I will not increase your rating.
Casual game.
Nor decrease it. You never know. So if you send a challenge now, I'm gonna accept it. Otherwise, we're gonna close the stream.
Yeah.
Spell it.
Q-U
K-U.
A-R-T.
I think it should be on the screen, but maybe it's not.
No. Yeah. You type it.
I typed it. Yes.
Well, it's a great pleasure to be here, but I have to go home and work.
Next week, more.
At the same time, I'm in the same place. And you are going to be crazy again.
Yes.
Like every day.
And Colombo is going to do a lot of clips again.
Today, did you...
Probably.
Did you do a clip, Colombo? Nah.
I think when I was like, Rook!
Here, you have their challenge.
Yeah, okay. He's a 20-100, so...
Yeah, he's a great player. 2084. 10.
So you leave when you want, and be careful that the dog does not escape with you.
No problem. Okay. Bye, man. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Ciao, Vito.
Take your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're repeating Scandinavian. Should I go knight c3 here? Fito, come here. Fito.
No problem.
Okay. Bye.
Ciao.
Oh, the knight f6 line. The knight f6 line. How do you play against this? I think there's this line and this line. I'm gonna play normal. Knight takes d5, obviously. I guess I'm supposed to play normal. Bishop goes to f5. You let a pawn go? No, that was a pawn trade. I don't think it's great to stick to that pawn anyways. So what do I do now? Is it too soon to play this? Let me play safe. Let's play easy. See what he wants to do. Bishop to g6. Okay, let me castle. So in the opening, yeah, I took a pawn on d5, and now if I stick to that, yeah, it's gonna be hard for me. I mean, there's theory there. I'm not sure about the theory, although I've played that a lot with both colors at some stage of my life. Okay, he doesn't want to take on d3. Let's prepare c4. And this might be a good timing. Or is he going to go knight to f4? Aha. So I guess it's time to use the e5 square that you're supposed to use at some point in the Scandinavian. I didn't expect that. Maybe it's okay for him. Okay, it's just trades, just trades. And now, let's go. Okay, he has one threat. He has one threat. So let's avoid it. And we'll keep it from there. I think I got a good position out of the opening. This is the normal outcome of the Scandinavian. More space for white. And that's it. Just gonna develop. He might be trying to prepare e5, and rook e1 might not be very precise, I think. So I will go for this first. Now that there's no bishop c5 as it was previously because of the ping. Okay, and now I can go here, I think. I'm not sure though. Yeah, not sure. I don't want to give up that bishop. So if he plays e5, I can take it. Yeah, I'm thinking about going b4 as well. A lot of options here. Because whenever he plays e5, if I take it, he's gonna take here. So complicated. Let's go b4. It seems funny. Ooh. That doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. So let's go h3. Very slow move, but I think I have time because he played c6. I just want to prepare bishop f4. Now that he goes there, I guess I go here. Next step is to find a place for this bishop and then bring the rooks to the center. So now that he left d7, I can go here. Let's do it. You don't usually move the king pawns. Well, when I have a good reason, I do it. I played h3 in this game because I had I had to prepare bishop f4. Didn't want to allow knight h5. But if I don't have a reason to push the pawns in front of the king, I wouldn't do it. I appreciate my own king. I want him safe. Yeah, I expected that, and now I expect knight f6. But he goes with the bishop. That was unexpected. Now I can go to this diagonal, where it's going to be defending d4 for the rest of the game. On the other hand, it's very hard to remove this knight from here, so I think there's no prospect for the bishop to go to this square. So let's put it here. H-pawn is probably safest to push, but it depends on the position. Sometimes it is. I think it's going to take my knight, and then I want to use the space. And gain one square for the bishop. Now, he didn't take it, so now I have this additional option. And the only problem of using that option is he can enter f4, trade queens, and then it gets very, very drawish. But I'm running out of time as well, so let's do it. I could also play rook e1 against queen f4. Or even knight e6 immediately. Okay, let's bring the rook here. Cannot be bad. Now the bishop from this diagonal, he cannot defend both squares. Sorry, both squares that my knight aims for. So I think my knight is comfortable there. And probably a 4 f5 makes a lot of sense now. Although now it's, yeah, remember that. Now I'm remembering my last conversation with Colombo about pushing my own pawns in front of my king. But it feels so fine. I think I'm gonna do it. Gotta do something. The alternative is to play boring with rook e1. Okay, let's play boring. Let's see. Good news is if he does this, for example, he has no threat. I mean, the threat is just trading queens, nothing else than that, nothing more. So I think the endgames are good for him, because this pawn is a pain in my ass. And now there's no longer f4, f5 ideas, but I guess I can play against that bishop. Let's do it. My knight has still very decent options. Okay, might be risky, but let's go there. Just doing any move. This has no increment, so I might lose on time if I do nothing. I gotta need to prepare something. Let's bring one rook Getting king off dark squares. Yeah, yeah. Also bringing them closer to my pawns because I finally advanced the pawns to fight for the dark squares, and I prefer my king, defending all of my pawns feels safer. Not only because of his dark square, but maybe also for that. Yes. Okay, that's a threat. Gotta move out. His knight was awesome on d5, so he might return. There's no other useful squares for it that I see. Maybe g5. That's the only other square I see that can be interesting at some point. But I have no plan, basically. If I don't play f4, f5, what is my plan? My bishop is terrible. I will have to give a pawn up to activate my bishop. Yeah, I have no plan. No plan at all. Let's bring the rook. Why queen e2 instead of queen e3? Because, yeah, I had this idea in mind of rook to f3. That's why I played the queen to e2. Now, what's with his rooks? What's happening with his rooks? I'm not sure. Let's go here and see what happens. Whoa! He's doing some strange looking moves. Okay, what's happening with his rook? I have f4 protected, so there's no knight f4 here. So what's happening with his rook? Has he to play there? Okay. He has to play there. Okay, let's grab more space first, and then we'll see. I'm trying to squeeze his position, but I'm not sure if I'm getting it. Let's put this here. Now if he moves the knight, he might have a threat here. I might have a threat on h6. So maybe he doesn't move the knight. I also have a threat here. Yeah, so moving the knight is bad. Can I prepare f4? Let's bring this here. f5 is not possible so far. Oh, that was probably a good move. Should I trade myself or wait for him to trade? Let's wait for him to trade. Yeah, now we're getting... Yeah, that was a bad move by me because I allowed the trade of knights. His knight was awesome on d5, but my knight, I think it's more annoying. So the trade favors him. Because now I'm stuck with the bad bishop. Now I'm stuck with this bishop. Still some ideas to trade it, but yeah, not easy. Don't know what to do. Can I try this? Let's try that. Going for the draw. I need to bail out because I only have 1 minute and a half left, and there's no increment here. Okay. Can I go here? Let's do it. Gotta play fast now. So I'm hoping for an endgame where he has the better bishop, but the position is so blocked that there's nothing he can do. Like, he takes with the queen now, and then I trade queens, and I have to because this is falling, so I cannot play king h3 here. King f3, sorry. And I'm hoping that this is not immediately losing. Because even though my bishop is terrible, he's very far from attacking any of my pawns. And if I come to defend this, I should be okay. Preventing bishop h4, I'm not scared now that I'm already here. I can go here to defend this. Still have to be careful. Probably I have to to bring my king here and then lose tempi with my bishop. My bishop is stuck defending d4. Looks like getting close, but it's very risky for me. Oh, I missed one idea, but his king has to be away from that to work. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't working. What am I pre-moving? What am I pre-moving? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna lose time and say, okay, you cannot make progress. That's my point here. I'm gonna just move around and he offers the draw. Thank you. I think the only side that can win here is black, of course, but it's very, very hard to win this. GG, good game, white kid. That was a good game. Okay, and now stream is over. Thank you for the game. I'm gonna be here on Thursday to do tactics, and then as usual on Sunday analyzing my game of Saturday. So thank you guys, hope you liked it. See you.